Congressman, I hear how passionate you are. A lot of people saw how passionate you were earlier this week about this. I've known for a while because you and I have talked about this a year ago. But what do you think is next? Because as a Democrat in Congress, you're kind of at a disadvantage. Republicans control the White House, the Senate. So what specifically can you do right now about Social Security? Because not a single Republican on the House Ways and Means Committee supported your resolution of inquiry.
What we have to do is keep bringing it before the American public. We have election cycles, and that's 2 years, but we don't have 2 years here because we have someone who's laser focused. President Trump fully understands, having served as president for 4 years, that he only has a limited amount of time. And the Republicans in Congress understand that also. That's why they're refusing to bring this before the American people. And if the American people do not protest, if they're not calling in to their district offices, and that includes people who, may not live in someone's district, all we need, imagine this, is 3 Republicans to stand up and say, this is not right. We can't go through this. And what will make them say that? People calling in, people stepping up, people demanding, as we will continue to do, that Elon Musk come before the committee and explain. He seems to be more than willing to go on talk shows and on TV programs and tell everybody about his plan for privatization. And look, let's acknowledge that he's a very bright and capable person, maybe a genius in some respects. But I don't care whether you're a genius or whether you're the wealthiest man in the world. You are not above the democracy, and you are answerable to the American people under our Constitution. And that's what I think roils me the most, is that nobody is above the law in this country, and that's why they have to be answerable. And if our Republican colleagues think otherwise, they owe that explanation to their constituents and the American people. I don't believe in their heart of hearts that they do.
Congressman, I've kept you entirely too long, but I do have one more question if you have the time, because it does seem like you've been standing on a mountain alone talking about Social Security, screaming from the rooftop saying, hey, Congress hasn't acted in 50 years. Why is no one listening? You're giving these cards out to all of your colleagues. I've talked weekly almost with AARP polling going up to the election. Voters who are above 54, I believe, were the voters who were most likely to participate in the election. This is an issue that they care about the most. Why does Congress not act? Is it because it's not a sexy topic? I mean, what does that look like?
Because it's been kicked down the can. And to your point, both parties bear some responsibility. Having said that, this is the legacy of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Philosophically, the other side and Elon Musk are lying out how they feel about it. When President Trump says he's not going to touch Social Security, what does that mean? Does that mean he wouldn't privatize it? Does that mean that, he wouldn't say, I have another way of making this program work? I think they owe it to the American people, as do the Republicans, to bring them before Congress and get these answers, especially when Elon Musk is so brazen about coming out and saying that, in fact, this is what he intends to do. That, in fact, yep, those 3 programs are where the money is. And of those 3 programs, which one has a trust fund of $2.7 trillion in it? The American people some may have been born at night, but not last night. And so we're well aware of this. This is something that is going to take a real democratic national movement on people demanding. What they hope is they can get through this as fast as they can with this, what they would like to say, one beautiful bill with no accountability, no one caring about what their true agenda is and what they're looking at. That can't hold in a democracy. Otherwise, we don't have a democracy. We have tyranny.